else I did last week?
What's that?
I told you to take Birmingham to win the championship plus 135. What's that
that's
price?
his dog.
Yeah.
What's that price right now? Minus 280.
Seattle have cooled off, especially at home from the beginning of the season. I do like their chances. Houston are very poor on the road and typically concede more than a goal. But like I just mentioned, no home matches for Seattle over 4.5. We're going Seattle money line and under 4.5 at plus 105. I mean, if you want to take the money line, Seattle, I just would prefer the plus money play here, especially because I don't think 5 goals are being scored between these two.
Yeah, for this one, I think I'm going to lean to Detroit. Gomber was decent last time out. I believe that was the game after the Angels scored like 20-something runs, and he actually held the Angels in check. But he doesn't go much distance, and we know how bad this Rockies bullpen is. The Rockies are still a really, really bad baseball team. Detroit's not good, don't get me wrong, but at least they were competitive, and they actually gave Texas a run for their money over the last couple of games. So I'm not saying that Detroit has turned it around at all, but at least they've been competitive here and there. The Rockies had a pretty interesting series against the Dodgers, but I just have no faith in the Rockies bullpen, and I think Lorenzen's been pretty good. Even if Gomber pitches well, I don't expect him to go much length, but Detroit did pretty well against Texas. They scored 8 runs in the Thursday game. Torkelson had 2 home runs. Maybe he goes yard again in this game, but I think Detroit gets it done. I think it's a pretty cheap price.
For Denny Hamlin, he's in that Chris Buescher, Christopher Bell range of 15-1. I think if he does it, obviously it's a little more of a surprise, but he's done it recently. And I like the value at 15-1 versus 400 at Chase Elliott. And if he does it, great, you cash. But if Denny comes out and do it, you're like, yeah, I cash. That's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. And he's actually 18-1 over on Barstool. So again, shop around. Better. Yeah, you can get better odds different places too. So yeah, I like it. I mean, he just did it at the most recent road course, right? At Sonoma. So there's something to that. The Toyotas have been fast on the road courses. Again, the street course, we get the whole thing. But you know that Denny's been working. He joked that he couldn't make it past turn 4 on his podcast this week. I would imagine at this point in the week, he's made it past turn 4, right? They're working on things. He's got Tyler Reddick in the building over there at 2311. He's definitely leaning on him and his road course racing abilities. They've got coaches. They've got all this stuff. So I'm not worried about it. And Hamlin's a veteran driver, a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. Wouldn't be surprised. 18-1, I feel like it's pretty good odds for him.
He's been hot. He's been the story. This has got to be his week because now you got. He should have won the U.S. Open, but he was leading the U.S. Open the entire way. We're talking about Rickie Fowler. Rickie Fowler's been hot. He's been hot coming into the U.S. Open. Then he made an announcement at the U.S. Open, and he kind of choked on Sunday. Last week, he was just as good on one of his. He got minus 30 courses. He was like at minus 18 or minus 15. Again, too many good players in that field, though. Rickie Fowler's never won a major. Rickie Fowler likes the orange shoes. Rickie Fowler likes social media. Rickie Fowler is a commercial guy, but he's kind of like Greg Norman. He's a personality, but he doesn't really like the pressure of big stuff. So now this week is a perfect tournament for him. The course plays perfectly for him his entire game. He's hot, as hot as he's ever going to be, and nobody good's playing in it. I mean, there are a few guys, but nothing, like I said, 12 of the top 50. So at 14-1, we're going to drop a heavy bomb on Rickie Fowler to ship the Rocky Mortgage Classic in Detroit. Rickie Fowler!